Fala galera, tranquilão? Aqui quem fala é o Jusão aí trazendo mais um vídeo para vocês. Vamos ver comigo aí. Vem de novo aí para a temporada 2024 do desenvolvimento da Riot Games. E tem de novo pra gente. Joga esse joguinho que nos faz passar tanta raiva, mas que também te ama. Vamos lá, vamos ver esse vídeo aí. Tô vendo pela primeira vez, tá? Riot, como eu falei, eles arregaçam quando o assunto é animação, mas quando eles querem, né? Porque a animação da temporada do ano passado foi uma. Até que me entende, foi uma porcaria. Mas eles foram compensando ao longo do ano. Ah, tá legendado, tá, galera? Não tem. Claro, então. Eu vou comentando aqui. Eu falo só um pouquinho demais. Só um pouquinho. É o último campeão e é basicamente um resumo, né, do que foi esse ano. Foi ano passado, né, 2020. Lá que vai
Hey
começar.
folks, I'm Andre, also known as Medler.
And I'm Jeremy, aka Right Brightman. Welcome back. We hope you all had a wonderful and happy holiday season, and we're really excited to welcome you to season
Bora, irmão, sem
2024.
enrolar, sem enrolar.
Now, we're filming this video in early November, so anything that happens between now and the start of the season won't be covered in this video. Today, we're going to be joined by more folks from across the league team to talk about some of the things coming in 2024, like ranked updates, new champions, some information about Arcane Season 2, and some updates
Falar
on
até sobre
esports.
Arcane
Now,
nesse
before we
vídeo.
get started, don't forget that
Quem não
when you
viu tá
jump into a
perdendo, né,
game
irmão?
in 5
Acho
days,
muito difícil alguém não ter
Summoner's
visto
Rift is going to
Arcane.
look and feel a little bit different. Get ready for some new objectives, map
O mapa a gente já
changes,
tinha
and
visto
updates
antes,
to
né?
the core
O
item
mapa vai
system.
mudar, os itens vão
And as
mudar,
a
os
reminder,
objetivos.
Season Start
O LoL vai
Cinematic is gonna be
resetar,
releasing
amigo.
next week on January
Tudo
10th.
pode acontecer, amigo. Você que é bronze vai continuar no bronze. E você do prata vai continuar no prata. Mas ali pra cima acho que muda muita coisa.
Hey everyone, I'm Matthew Long Harrison, the
O
lead
mapa
gameplay
novo vai
designer for League.
possibilitar
I
novas
wanted to take a
estratégias,
moment to
irmão.
talk to you all about some of our thoughts on Ranked, some of our learnings from the changes we made last year, and what we want to do this year to help make your climbs better for season 2024.
A cadeira.
Last year, we added Emerald tier and increased LP games
Falando
to
de
help
adicionar a
alleviate any pain
esmeralda.
from increasing the number of
E
ranked resets each
desbalanceou
year.
toda a
And
ranqueada,
while
né?
we've seen an overall increase in match quality, there were some side effects that moved us away from where we want to take Ranked. We've seen much larger differences in visible ranks in games, meaning many of you saw players with different ranks in your matches, like a plat player in a silver game. So we're making some
Não, de
focused
fato,
improvements
tem
on how the
acontecido
rank
muito.
system evaluates
Pô,
players' skill
galera
to
do
reduce these
prata
situations.
encontrar
These changes will
platina,
be
a
going
galera
live when you start your rank climb
do
next week.
ouro cair
The
diamante.
changes should
Não
help
tava no
resolve
ouro,
some other pain
cair com
points, such as
diamante.
losing more LP than you gain, even with a
E
positive
essa
rank
porra
win
de
rate
perde e
overall.
ganha PDL, que
And
é um
also help
saco,
with
amigo.
differentiating
Tu
between
vai lá,
smurf accounts
tu
and
ganha
new players.
22 PDL. Quando tu
As
perde
always,
30.
we'll be
Porra,
closely
amigo,
monitoring
dá uma
these
raiva do
changes, as
caceta.
well as your feedback
Aí tu
to
vai lá,
make
cria outra
adjustments as
conta e
needed.
sobe mais rápido de
Best
elo.
of luck in your
Porra, não
climbs,
pode ser
and
assim.
welcome to season 2024.
Cara tomando café, bora trabalhar, Rat. Bora
Hi
trabalhar.
everyone, I'm Lexi Gao, aka Raya Lexico, the Champions team lead.
And I'm Soap May, also known as Soapbox, production lead on the Champions team.
Ou seja, a galera que
We've been
produz
working on
campeão estão
Skarner's
indo.
update for a while now, and we've been polishing him up to be ready for his big day. Meanwhile, he's getting ready for some fun too. Last time we talked about Skarner, we showed his gameplay, but we never really talked about his lore.
Skarner was a founding member of the
Não quer saber da história do Skarner, não. O Skarner é escorpião do deserto, é isso aí, amigo. Não quer saber da história dele, pô. Quer saber da gameplay, amigo. Vai ter que botar logo pro game, pô.
And he will not hesitate to run down intruders to keep it that way. We are currently finishing up Skarner's VGU, and we can't wait for you to skitter across the rift in the first half
Ficou
of the year.
brabão, mano. Ficou brabão.
After Skarner, we're working on 2 other champion updates. The first one is for a champion we haven't talked about before, but plays a pretty
bagulho
big
legendado
role
dá
in a
sono
show
do
that
caceta,
maybe you
viado.
heard about. Arcane. We want to bring their Arcane version to the Rift
Trazer a
with
versão de
updated visuals
Arcane.
and VO, while also giving some love to their gameplay. You can expect to see them early next year after the second season is over. As for what comes after the Arcane-inspired VGU, we're excited to announce that we'll finally be tackling Shyvana.
Ah, eles vão
She
fazer
has a great
rework
theme
da
and has
Shyvana.
become an iconic part of the league roster. Thus, we're
Ó.
thinking about refining and progressing who she is and tuning up her gameplay instead of a complete overhaul on her narrative and themes.
Sei,
Think more Udyr and less Skarner. But we want to be transparent
vamos
about
fazer
her
um rework
timeline.
tipo fizeram
Shyvana's
do Udyr.
VGU will not be released until 2025.
Ah, meu irmão.
after
Cara, os
the
caras estão
Arcane
falando agora que vão lançar o campeão lá pra
now on to the
2025,
new
cara.
champions.
Meu Deus
We've
do
been
céu.
choosing a cute, small ADC that will be swooping into the rift soon. Me Smolder,
Ah, então
the
falando do
fiery
Smolder de novo.
fledgling. Look at our cute little son.
É de fato, a gameplay dele é maneira pra caraca. Ele deixou a desejar no visual, mas a gameplay é maneira, né? Olha isso.
Pelo menos eu não
Vai
caí
pular a
no
parede, vai, pô, dar dano verdadeiro, vai estacar, vai chamar a mãe. Pô, amigo. Esse é o famoso, vou te tacar até minha mãe. O cara vai lá e taca mesmo. Enquanto fica nervoso, aperta tudo. Isso aí, mesmo.
Beleza.
Aí o Smolder tu vai poder usar, vou tacar até a mãe.
Olha o que eu sei fazer.
Olha isso, amigo. Mas repara na... Olha quanto dano, amigo. Ele vai derreter tanque, amigo. Vai derreter tanque.
Você viu isso? Eu acabei com ele.
Da hora.
One of the goals we had for Smolder was to make a straightforward ADC. As all of the recent ADCs we've released
De fato ele é
are
simples, né?
high-skilled champs
Não tem
or
muita...
very non-traditional.
Vai ter uma
Helios,
mecânica
Samira, Zeri, Mila,
absurda.
we
Tipo,
want to fulfill
a
the
Felios é
fantasy of
bizarro
the little
quanto tem
dragon
que jogar pra
with
aprender a jogar
focus
com
on
ele.
honing his fire-breathing
Bizarro.
skills.
And while Smolder may be working on his skills, his mom is never too far in the distance and is always ready to make an appearance when he needs her the most.
After Smolder,
Então
we'll be heading
aquela
further
fala
north to cool
do,
off from all that
do
dragon
teaser, né?
fire.
Que talvez poderia ter a mãe
Our
dele no
Stein
jogo.
solo laner is
O
someone
próximo
we've been
campeão não vai
wanting
ter
to bring
mais.
to the Rift for a while.
Ela já tá aí.
But the last
Ela é a
time we tried
ult.
that development took a bit of a detour and we ended up with Silas.
But not to worry, the Champions team is back on the case and is focusing on making a
Criando
new
mago de
mid-range
médio
mage.
alcance.
We have another champion in the works who should be a familiar face to all of you. But we're gonna hand things over to Riot Brightmoon and Meddler to talk a little bit more about our new upcoming champion.
Ou seja, o Smolder tá no... já tá saindo, já tem uma nova
Last
pra
year,
entrar.
we shared that Arcane Season 2 would be releasing globally this November.
Já pulou pra Arcane?
Everyone at
Nada.
Riot is really excited by the show, and we've been inspired to bring Arcane into game more. We're excited to show you a small preview of one of the things the League team's been working on. So the first bit of Arcane you'll be seeing in the League will be Ambessa Madara.
Não vou trazer a coroa braba pro jogo
And
não,
much like
irmão.
how she is in the show, she won't be for the faint of heart.
Meu
Don't let her
amigo.
large stature fool
O
you.
bagulho vai ficar
She brings
louco,
both
amigo. Se
strength
botarem...
and speed, sidestepping attacks
Caraca,
with surprising agility.
irmão.
And Ambessa's only the first piece of Arcane coming to League this year.
Meu Deus do
To
céu,
celebrate
amigo.
Arcane Season 2, we'll have Arcane-inspired gameplay and a new VGU, new skins,
Mas e a
as
data
well
da
as a
segunda
few other
temporada?
surprises. I am
Ariel.
so excited for the new season. I hope you are too. Can we show them a clip?
Bora,
Just
irmão.
one?
Mostra.
Okay,
Mostra.
one, but just a short one.
Porra, ficou tudo preto, tá, porra. Deu ruim não, é que ficou preto mesmo. Eita porra. Ih, mano, é o Singed? Ó o homem aí. Esse aí é brabo, amigo. Pra quem vê as lore, quem gosta de entender um pouquinho sobre a história dos campeões, sabe que o Singed é brabo demais. Mas também só na lore, né? Caralho, WW. Ele tá criando o WW nessa hora. Vai mostrar como nasceu o nosso querido WW. Mais três
Hey everyone,
campeões,
I'm
vamos lá.
Evan Humphreys, aka Riot Revenancer, the lead system designer for our motivations team. We're responsible for creating
tá motivado
and maintaining
não,
the
hein,
various
amigo?
systems
Vamos
around the
trabalhar,
game,
hein?
like Loot, Honor, and
Tá
Champion
trabalhando
Master,
pouco.
which is what I'm here to talk to you all about today. Champions are the most central part of League, and we love the dedication that a lot of you have to your mains. We want mastering champions to be a meaningful experience that lets you differentiate more between players who play champions some and players who play them a ton. So,
Entendi.
we're uncapping the leveling system and letting you show off exactly how much you play your favorite champions. Levels 7 through 10 will unlock new versions of the Mastery
Agora
emote,
vai até o
and
10
after
a
that, we'll add an
maestria.
evolving number that displays your total Mastery level from 11 and beyond. And
Vai
don't
até
worry,
o 1.
your current champion Mastery points will carry over to the new system. So if you've already grinded to Mastery 7 on your main, there's no need to do it again. And those of you with enough Mastery points will end up at even higher levels. We'll be back again as we get closer to launch
Caraca,
in
ou
the first half
seja,
of the
vai
year
ficar
with
igual o
more
nível, né?
info
Vai
on
ficar
this updated
liberado.
system.
Então vai passar de 10, é isso? Caraca, da hora. Aí tu tá trabalhando, hein, meu amigo? Aí deixou a gente motivado pro próximo ano.
Hey
Bom,
everyone,
eu não
I'm
curto muito
Eduardo
não, tá?
Cadmus
Só
Cortejosa,
jogo
and I'm a team
ranqueada.
lead for game modes on
E
the
um
East.
aranzinho de
Hi,
cria.
I'm Selena Chuchu Chang Liu, the delivery lead on the most team.
Como qual é o nome dela? Calma aí.
Selena Chuchu Chang Liu, the
Chuchu?
delivery lead on the most
Ih,
team.
rapaz, nunca vi
So
não.
last year, we released Arena and we received a huge amount of support from all of you. We brought it back in December to test out some changes and make some improvements. We're happy to
O que eu vou
share
jogar é o
them, and
Arena,
it's
cara.
coming
Tô falando
back
que o Arena
again
é
in the first half
maneiro
of
pra
this year
caraca, mas
with
eu
even
não
more improvements.
eu curto
Our
muito esses
goal for the
modos
next iteration
aleatórios
of
de LoL,
Arena
não.
is to increase champion diversity,
Acho
improve
só
game-to-game
Aran
variance, and foster
e
even more
Samuel
experimentation.
Rift.
One of our
Só,
favorite
irmão.
parts of Arena is the ability to play some
Mas
fun
a galera tá
wacky
elogiando muito
combinations
Aran.
that wouldn't and maybe
E eu
shouldn't
tenho
work
visto
in
em algumas
Summer's Rift.
streams,
So we want to encourage that
parece
with
ser
some
bem
more targeted
divertido,
changes
entendeu?
to gameplay and game balance. The biggest change you'll see is that we're increasing the number of teams from 4 teams of 2 to 8 teams of 2, for a total of
Oh.
16 players in each game
Cara,
of
vamos
Arena,
botar.
making Arena a
Meu
2,
Deus do
V2,
céu.
V2, V2,
Ou seja, cabem
V2.
4 duplas, vão
This
ser
means
8
that you'll
duplas.
face different teams more often, have more chances at
Aí me
redemption,
parece interessante.
and maybe get out
Me
early or
parece
crush the
que eu vou perder um
competition
tempinho
if you're really
jogando.
doing well.
Porque é
You can
porradaria
also
sincera,
expect to
amigo.
see some new
Aí é
augments,
onde,
new
porra,
maps, and some
que
other
deixar a mãe no
improvements
vivo.
that we're still right now exploring. Outside of Arena, we are also bringing back
Vai ser o
more game
famoso
modes this
apagou a
year.
luz.
Earth will be back for Lunar New Year, and then we'll be following that up with One for All. We'll be sure to
Todos
update
contra
you later in the year
Earth,
about
tá?
what modes are going to come out after that. Oh, and one last thing. Even with all the work happening on Arena last year, we still have something else cooking behind the scenes.
We're experimenting with yet another new mode that, like Arena,
Hã?
will be a totally different take on core league gameplay. But unlike Arena,
Ih, vai
this will
ter
be a
mais
little
modo
bit more of a
diferente
chill
aí
way
pro
to
ano que
spend time
vem.
with your friends. We don't
Amigo,
want to spoil
vocês têm
too
que
much yet,
contar, vocês
so
têm que dar
we'll be back later
spoiler,
this
pô.
year
Não
to share
pode
more.
ficar só assim.
Good luck, have fun, and we'll see you in ARAM, Arena, Earth, OFA, and TBD.
Ih. Aí é onde extrapassa, que não
Last
tá
year, we spent
funcionando,
some
né?
time
Porque tem
behind the scenes working on
muito
updating League's
cheater.
anti-cheat and bot detection software, as our current version had fallen behind the times.
E
This was
bot,
compounded
amigo,
by
é
the
o que mais
security
tem. Essa
breach earlier
galera
in the year,
que
which
tá.
increased
Ninguém
our
fica upando
vulnerability
conta
to botting and
até o nível
cheating.
30.
And
Eu
a
mete
pretty
ali o
consistent
bot
piece
lá
of
pra ficar
feedback that we've been
upando
hearing from
até o
you
nível
all
30 e vende a
is the high
conta.
number of bots
Isso é
in
triste.
games, disrupted smurfs and ranked, and an increase in scripting. We know this has been a
Esse nego não
consistent
dá
pain point
valor à
in
conta,
League,
tá ligado? O nego
so it's been
xinga,
something we've been working on fixing.
irrita,
One of
faz
our
o
goals
diabo com a
this year
conta.
is to
Porque
maintain
qualquer
and
coisa compra
improve the
outra nível
competitive
30 por
integrity
10
in
reais.
all of your league games,
20 reais.
whether it's in ranked,
Barato
or
demais.
Clash,
Isso é
Arena,
uma maneira que
whatever.
dificulte a
So in
venda
late
de contas,
February
entendeu?
or early
Nunca vai
March,
acabar,
we're bringing Vanguard
mas
to
vai
League.
facilitar.
Vanguard is our proprietary
Mas aí eu quero ver o
anti-cheat and
negócio, meus
antibody
amigos.
software that's been active
Cadê
in Valorant
o
since the beginning.
chat de
We've
voz?
seen a huge amount of success in their ability to catch and
Se
stop
botar
cheaters in
aí,
their
só
games.
botar, cara,
And
é
we expect
fácil.
to see
Quando
similar
tá
results
duo, já
when
dá
we
pra
implement
falar
League.
direto do LoL.
Similar
Vocês
to
que não querem
Valorant's version of
soltar aí o chat
Vanguard,
de voz pra
leagues
gente.
will run at the kernel level. This is becoming standard for strong anti-cheat software in gaming, as cheat and bot makers are quick to adapt. If you don't run at this level, they will, and thereby evade all of the anti-cheat software as a result. Now,
Ou
Vanguard
seja,
offers us the ability
a
to
próxima
catch bots
atualização
and
logo vai
cheaters
ficar
as quickly
bala.
and effectively as possible.
Sem
It also
hacker,
gives
sem
us the opportunity to
cheater.
do things like
Pelo
hardware
menos por
ban
30
features
dias. Depois o
and terminate
pau vai
matches
comer
in
de
which a
novo.
cheater is detected. Refunding
Uh.
loss of LP for everybody except the person cheating, of
Ou
course.
seja,
Now, we
e
know
aí,
that
aí,
there's a
aí
question
ficou
and
maneiro.
concern of data
Isso
privacy
aconteceu,
around
calma aí.
kernel-level anti-cheat.
Terminate matches in which
Ou
a cheater
seja, se detectar um cheater e acabar a partida e a galera que não tá com cheater não perder ponto, é da hora. Porque não atrapalha a partida de ninguém. Se isso acontecer, é top demais. Aí,
detected.
golaço da
Refunding
Riot, meu.
loss of LP
Golaço,
for
golaço,
everybody
golaço.
except the person cheating, of course.
Now, we know that there's a question and concern of data privacy around kernel-level anti-cheat. This is something that came up with Vanguard and Valorant as well, and we want to take a moment to tackle those concerns up front here. Vanguard does not collect or process any personal
Claro,
information
processa.
differently from our current anti-cheat software. We don't need or want to know anything more about you or your machine other than what is necessary to maintain integrity when playing our games.
Ou seja, eles estão falando que eles não coletam nenhum dado da gente,
You
entendeu? Nem
won't
do nosso
need to do anything
computador.
else, and you can continue as
Importante
normal.
também.
But if you haven't, starting in a few weeks, you'll be required to install Vanguard in order to play League.
We know that this may be a meaningful change, but we're very confident it will lead to an overall better League experience for everyone. We'll be sure to communicate with you all as the changes go live and to let you know how things are going afterwards. All right, we're going to hand things back off to the dev team now for an update on some of the skins coming to League this year.
Vamos falar agora sobre o que dá dinheiro pra eles. Skins, amigo. Novas skins.
Where you can't have any kind of costuming on the stretch locations and like the thighs, the knees, the elbows.
Também o que a gente gosta, né?
Hey everyone, I'm Stephanie 100-Piece Nuggets Leong, the skins team lead.
Hã?
And I'm
Quem
Thomas
pensa em
Granby,
Nuggets?
aka Riot Hylia, the concept art lead for
Hylia.
skins. Today we're going to talk a bit about some of the upcoming thematics for League, some of our goals for 2024, and we're going to give you all an update on our ASUs. But first, I believe we owe you an updated prestige skin list.
Yes, we do.
Ta-da! Oh,
Ah.
In the first half of the year, you can expect
Cara,
prestige
particularmente eu
skins
não
for
tenho skin
Rakan,
prestígio, que eu
Ezreal,
acho
Kindred,
absurdo
Evelynn,
o
and
que você tem que
Carol
fazer
in
pra
that
conseguir uma
order.
skin
We'll be back
prestígio.
later in the year to give you all
Ou
an
você
update on the second half
acumula
of the
por
year.
muito tempo, ou
We
você gasta
also
muito
wanted to give you
dinheiro.
all an update on our two ASUs.
O jogador médio de
Lee's
LoLzinho não vale a
is
pena.
finalized, and we've been working through his
Tava
extensive
precisando, amigo, de
catalog.
uma
We spent a
repaginada
lot
ali
of time
sim.
testing out his animations
Pô, da
to
hora,
make sure
hein?
we didn't impact his smooth gameplay.
Gostei não, hein? Ele
And
assim
have ensured to
cabeludo.
similarly focus on this with his skins. We're
Assim?
really excited to put him and his newly unbroken neck
Tem até franjinha,
into your
mano.
hands, and you can expect to bring him onto the Rift in early May.
Aí azedou,
We
aí
did
azedou.
want to give you a heads up that we have run into a few
O
challenges.
time sempre dá
with
trabalho,
Teemo.
galera.
Such a troublemaker.
mischievous.
Ugh, seriously. His ASU is taking us a bit longer than we originally
Ah, da hora,
intended,
porque o
and we're
time
currently
tá bem
figuring out our updated
desatualizado
timelines, but
visualmente.
We'll be back with an update later this year with
Tirando as
Reaper
skins
to
mais
let you
recentes.
know when to expect an
Ah, vai
updated
ficar da
Swiss Route.
Aí tá da hora o
All
time,
right,
pô.
now on to the new and returning skin thematics of the year. So first up, we're going to be celebrating the
Porque é uma parada que, quando vir um mapa novo, alguns campeões e algumas skins vão ficar muito. Destoar muito do design do mapa, tá ligado? Então, assim, eles vão ter que correr com essas reformulações visuais, porque senão vai ter alguns campeões que pá, vai parecer que tá ali jogado, tá
Lunar
ligado?
New Year with a brand new thematic called Heaven's
Que não
Scale,
fazem parte
which
do
pays
jogo.
homage to the rich cultural heritage of the holiday. In the world of Heaven's Scale, a curious court of deities take on human
Aí
guises
parece
and
Lee
descend
Sin.
from their palaces in the clouds to take part
Já
in the
viu um
mortal
da skin aí
celebrations
do
below.
de cima?
So
É a
Heaven's Scale's
Kai'Sa,
design
não o Lee
fantasy
Sin, não a
skews a
Kai'Sa.
bit more heavily into ancient historical
A
divinities
Kai'Sa é a
and
nova
goddess
Lux,
in order
né?
to distance itself
Sempre
from
que
our
eles
more
podem, eles
modern
pum,
take
bate
on
uma
Lunar
skin
New
da
Year,
Kai'Sa.
like lunar beasts or fire
Antes era o EZ,
We wanted to take care to preserve the majestic and beautiful designs while also keeping a fun and celebratory tone in line with the spirit of the holiday.
era o Lee Sin, sim, pô.
We also have another brand new thematic coming up
Então,
that
Lee Sin,
delves
Kai'Sa,
into
e
a
vi
world
uma
where
Jana
primal
ali.
instinct reigns supreme called
Mas às
Primal
vezes eles
Ambush.
mostram e não lançam,
Primal
né?
Ambush draws heavy inspirations from the refined skill of
Vão lançar
martial
outra,
artists
vai?
and the raw, fierce strength of tigers themselves. We wanted to show some love to our Southeast Asian players in particular with
Deus,
this
que
thematic.
bonito.
We really drew a ton of inspiration from that region, the fashions of those cultures, where tigers naturally live and hold a great deal of cultural significance.
We'll also have the return of some established thematics like porcelain, recent favorite fairy court, as well as
Vão
some
lançar mais
well-loved
skin de
thematics
porcelana,
we
a
haven't
corte das
visited in
fadas.
years, like
Não
Project
curto
and
nenhuma
Bloodroot,
delas.
and you can
Skin
expect
Projeto
to
é
see all
top,
of
Lua
these
Sangrenta
come
também.
out before summer this
Aí
year.
vale a pena
We've
gastar um
also been
dinheirinho.
taking a look at some improvements we can make outside of just what new skins we're releasing. So some of our older legendaries, for instance, were released before we started adding content such as legendary borders. So we're
seja,
going to be
vão
going
lançar
back to add the
molduras
skins that missed out.
pra
This
gente
includes
gastar mais
skins such as
dinheiro.
Broloff, Corporate Mundo, and Dragon Trainer Tristana. Trist will actually be live in just a few days.
And finally, we have some skins coming out for champions who haven't had as much love in a little bit. As of filming, Rammus is currently sitting
No momento, vamos.
in the 1,000-day club, and Olaf is hot on his tail.
All right, well, that's it for us for now.
Ou
We're going
seja,
to
vão
hand things
lançar,
over to the esports
vão lançar skins para campeões que são esquecidos. Aí falou Ramos, Olaf.
team, who will give you an update on the competitive side of League that
Aí
we
devem começar a
definitely
lançar
should have
skin
been
pros
drafted
carnes, já porque
Yep,
vai ser um
absolutely.
rework.
for. Silver 2.
I am iron.
Meu Jesus. Vamos ver esporte.
Hi everyone, I'm Nazala Taha.
And I'm Chris Greeley.
And we are so excited to kick off the 14th season of LoL Esports. And we want to give you a
Engraçado,
look
né?
at
Porque
some of
vai
our plans for
começar uma
2024.
temporada
So
nova.
let's start by talking
Eu sei que a
about our
galera do
global
competitivo
events,
tá jogando
MSI
já
and Worlds.
We want our
o novo
international
mapa e
events
tudo
to have a
mais.
strong regional
Mas, cara,
representation.
é
so that the
estranho porque
best teams
assim,
from each region
dia
can
10
fight
esse
it
dia
out on the
18 já
global
tem
stage.
partida.
This year we're making it so that there are 3
Acho que o
big
CBLOL não vai
slots
ser
for
18.
the LPL, LCK, LEC,
Então,
and
assim,
LCS
já
at
vai
Worlds.
mudar a
There's
temporada
new
com
ways
várias
for teams and
mudanças,
regions
itens
to earn
novos,
additional
blá blá blá,
slots.
pão duro, o jogo vai mudar pra
The
caraca e
LLA,
bom,
CBLOL,
competitivo.
PCS,
Então a
and
galera que
BCS
gastou
will have their slots
2
remaining
Ferrari pra
unchanged.
comprar o
And we're keeping the
Cells e
same
Netuno,
double elim format
mas é tudo errado,
from
né?
MSI 2023, but we're going to up the stakes even more this year. For the first
Calma aí que
time
o Nasus está
ever,
atacando.
the winning MSI team will be awarded a guaranteed spot at Worlds, which also counts as
Que
an
é o
additional
Costela,
slot for their
área
region.
de nativo.
And the next best performing region at MSI will
Quem pode
secure an
passar aqui no
additional
portão
world
botando
seat for
Elite,
their
né?
region.
Yeah, and we can't wait to see the increased competition at MSI this year.
And while we're talking about MSI, we wanted to share that this year's MSI will be held from May 1st through the 19th in Chengdu, China. This is the first time we've
Primeiro
brought a
evento global de
global LoL
esporte
esports
da
event to this
cidade.
vibrant city, and we're so excited to see the amazing crowds there cheer on their favorite teams. And we'll be back with more updates on MSI the closer we get to the event.
Last year in Korea, we announced that Worlds would be returning to Europe, with the finals taking place in London, England at the O2 Arena. Today, we wanted to let you know where the rest of the tournament will be held.
Well, we'll be kicking off Worlds in Berlin at our newly remodeled esports arena for the play-ins and Swiss stages. Then we'll head to the Adidas Arena in Paris, France for quarterfinals and semifinals. Fans brought so much energy to the Paris finals in 2019, and we're really excited to see what you all do for not just one, but 2 stages of Worlds there.
Worlds will run from September 24th through November 2nd, and we'll be back later this year as we get closer to the event to announce ticket sales dates.
É
Now, as we
importante.
embark on the 2024
Will be held.
Arena in Paris,
Calma aí.
France for
O
quarterfinals
Mundial vai
and
acontecer
semifinals.
quando?
Fans brought so much energy to the Paris finals in 2019.
Setembro.
And we're really excited to see what you all do for not just one, but 2 stages of Worlds there.
Worlds will run from September 24th through November 2nd, and we'll be back later this year as we
Cara, vai
get closer to
começar em
the event
setembro o
to
negócio, mas
announce
também
ticket
eles vão ter que viajar, né?
Now, as we embark on the 2024
Aí é fogo.
season, we are so proud to commemorate 14 remarkable years of LoL esports. Throughout this decade and a half, we've witnessed pro players from around the world leave their mark, displaying
Caraca.
incredible resilience,
Então,
mastery
tipo, de
of League of
setembro a
Legends
novembro.
gameplay, and inspiring millions of fans
coisa,
across the
velho.
globe. To celebrate those who have made a lasting impact on the game, the sport, and the community, and really honor their legacies, we are proud to introduce the LoL Esports Hall of Legends.
Vai ter hall da
There are a
fama.
number of pro players
Caralho, meu
worthy of
cachorro
being inducted into
tem
our
vergonha,
unique
meu. Quase
version
não
of
foi
the
meu
Hall of
fone de
Fame.
ouvido.
So we've gathered an independent voting panel of esports industry veterans and experts from every region around the world to vote and select our very first inductee.
Each year, those inducted into the Hall of Legends will have their historic careers celebrated both IRL and in game. Now, we're currently
hora.
collecting votes, and we'll be back later this year to share more.
And finally, all of
Cara,
our
vai ter
regional
Hall da
leagues
Fama
are
do
gearing
LoL.
up for the start of the
Da treta, isso é da
2024
hora.
competitive season.
Bacana.
You can tune in on LoLesports.com
Cara, tava faltando
beginning
mesmo. Né?
January
Porque senão
13th.
o cara
to
se
keep up with
aposenta, vai lá
all
o
of your
Faker lá,
favorite
10,
teams and
11 anos de
pros.
carreira.
We can't wait to watch the 2024
Cara, se
LoL
aposenta, o cara
Esports
foi
season
4 vezes
with
campeão
followers.
mundial, sei lá.
Good luck and have
E aí
fun
se
on your
aposenta e não é
climb.
lembrado dentro do
Thank you
jogo.
in advance for
Tem que ter um
tuning
Hall da
in
Fama
and
assim.
supporting your
Cara,
favorite teams and
ganharam
leagues.
2, 3, 4 vezes o
Now, here's
mundial.
Riot Brightmoon and
Foram
Medler to
campeões
wrap us up.
mundiais, ou que são atletas
All right, before we go,
relevantes no
I wanted to
meio.
remind you that we're celebrating a special birthday for
Tipo, o
League
cara
this
com
year.
BRTT
We
tem que
are
estar no Hall da
turning
Fama.
15.
Ah, não
We
ganhou
are
o
so
mundial,
close to being
não
able to
importa
finally
mesmo.
drive a car.
Cara,
US
marcou muito uma geração
But
do
we're
LoL.
looking
O
forward
cara
to
tem que estar lá no
celebrating
Hall da
with you all
Fama.
later this year.
Se
We're not
concorda
doing
aí,
new
deixa
game
no comentário.
announcements this time.
BRTT no
This
Hall
year
da
is all
Fama do
about
LoL.
League and celebrating our 15th birthday with all of you.
So look forward to the celebrations coming in October. And as a reminder, don't forget to check out the dev blogs that go into more
Não,
detail.
não vou conferir
on some
blog
of
do
the
desenvolvedor,
topics we
não.
discussed today.
Tem que lançar vídeo pra
We'll
mim
also
ver,
be
cara.
back
Não vou
with
ficar
our
lendo
regular
nada,
dev
não.
updates as usual
Se
after
quiser
the
ler, eu vou
season.
ler porra livre,
So
cara.
we'll be seeing you soon.
Best of luck on your climbs, and welcome to season 2024.
Resumindo, LoL vai mudar. LoL 2.0. Pra quem pediu o LoL 2, Tá aí. Então, se você gostou do react aí, deixe seu like aí, compartilhe pra galera e principalmente se inscreva no canal, porque eu tô voltando com os vídeos. É importante falar isso. Vai ter vídeo de lore, vai ter vídeo de tudo no canal. Notícia, gameplay. A gameplay mais vídeo curto, tá? Porque o pai trabalha em outra parada. Então, não tá dando pra editar e ficar lançando vídeo grande todo dia, tá bom? Então é isso, galera. Valeu, um abraço e tamo junto.